じゃあこれちょっと大事なんでセッションに保存して、赤ちゃんかな。まああるとしたら、そうだね、13個のクリップ結構あるね。見てないのまた別に。あれか。
It would have been too much to do more. We were saving for the baby. It was wonderful to be in a hotel, away from home, just alone together. Since then, we've always tried to get away for our holiday.
それ以来旅行は習慣になったのと。
We couldn't afford our own place. Simon dropped out of school, went full-time at Glazier's. That was Eric's generosity. We moved in with his mum and dad. They had a spare room for us and the baby if it came. It was a nice change, time to myself, living there for those months, full of hope.
これでもこれあれ別の日か。これ葬式の日取り決めてたのとは別日か。これちょっとこの辺さ、6月30日って書いてあって、6月25、こっちの方が先なのか。でこれもっと前、もっと前じゃないわ。6月27日、これ間か。これあれなんだね。なんか長袖着てるからちょっと前のクリップなのかと思ったけど。
From when I woke up. Okay. I woke up. Simon was already up, and he made me birthday breakfast of eggs Benedict. We both had to go to work, so we saved presents till later. I got to work, had some birthday cake. Children sang me happy birthday. Then I came home. The birthday meal was a takeaway, and Simon gave me his present, which I didn't mind. And after that, we talked about the baby. It turned into a big argument. Simon left. I was furious. I wanted to get as far away as I could and get some space to think. So I left.
これサイモンが失踪した日のまだ失踪した時のあれだね。おそらくこの日にぶっ殺したんじゃないかなっていうイメージがあるけど、この人の誕生日だったんだね、要は。で赤ちゃんについて結構こう夫婦で揉めてたみたいな感じがするね、これね。
1984 was an awful year in the end. We were living at Doug and Eleanor's. I lost the baby at the end of spring, and my parents died in the summer. It was a hot summer, a heat wave. So when they discovered the bodies, it was just awful. Because of the circumstances, them dying together like that, they brought in a lot of police. A forensic entomologist. I had to look that up. It was because of the heat. It's just
awful. この10年前にどうやら赤ちゃんに関する何か事件が起きたってことだね。97年の洪水は97年か。84年ね。84年だけ、これだけか。エレノアっていうエレノアが6個出てきたね。ちょっとエレノア見ますか。
Yeah. I've been round to Doug and Eleanor's and they're very worried. I feel sorry for them.
ダグもエレノアも心配してるわ。気の毒なくらいに。
I fever, I dust every week. maybe less. I once asked Eleanor how often I should dust, and she said, if people ask, tell them you do it once a week, but every few weeks is okay. I think she was just trying to make me feel better. I mean, when I was there, she was hoovering every day. Ran an ordered house. You know how that generation is, putting on a brave front. She has secret stashes of cigarettes. Doug doesn't even know she smokes. When I was there, I saw her. She has these sort of porcelain vases, ornamental, next to the Reader's Digest books. Cigarettes inside. And she still has them. I mean, last time I was there, I looked in a vase. There was a fresh pack. I mean, all those years of marriage, and she still has a secret like that.
まああるよね。夫婦続けるためにはやっぱそういうのも必要なんじゃないかと思いつつ、この時はまだ見つかってないんだよね。多分27にどうちゃらこうちゃらって言ってたから、もしかしたら見つかってないのか。7月3日にまあおそらく事件が決着しているのかなと思うんだけど、その6日前ぐらいかとかにまあこう言っていると。まあ1週間後ぐらいでっていう感じなのか。はいはいはい。でこの時はもう見つかってる、この時はまだ見つかってないっていう感じなのかな。長えな。ほんで新しい服出てきたね。7月1日。おー、事件の真相の解決の2日前に出てきてますね。
I parked up on the street. It was busy, so I had to park down the end of the road. Walked up, knocked on the door, no answer. I took my keys out of my bag and unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. You can tell because the key doesn't turn when you try to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes in the shoe rack. I shouted out. I walked straight into the kitchen because he usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper, but he wasn't there. I touched the kettle, it was cold. I looked quickly in the living room, nothing. So I walked upstairs to the bedroom and he wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. I had a shower. The phone rang whilst I was in the shower. I didn't answer it. I think it was Eric. Then I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, though I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. This time I spoke to him. Then I called Doug and Eleanor. And then I decided to come and see you. That enough?
失踪届みたいなのを出した日の失踪届出した日のまあ証言って感じですかね。はいはい。で4月1日。
I speak with Eleanor at least once a day. Not that there's anything much to say.
ああ大丈夫？なんか動揺してるね。大丈夫かな？特に話すことがあるわけじゃないけどの実績ロックを解除しました。まああんま事件とは関係ないのかな。ダグで検索してみますか。ダグ。ダグ。ダグ。6個のクリップが見つかりました。まだ見つかってないってことね、死体が。
Doug knew someone and I got a job as a dinner lady at the primary school. They said it didn't matter if I could cook or not, just don't poison the kids. So you see, it's always been complicated between me and Simon. It's never just been the two of us. There's always been pressure.
まあなんとなくそんな感じしたけど、ダグとエレノアはあれだね、サイモンの両親かな。 多分この感じは。なるほどね。どうしようかな。秘密とかで検索してみますか。検索。新しいの出てきたね。入れ墨が入ってらっしゃる。あれ、この時は出てない。入れ墨入れたってこと？ここに入ってんのか。よく、すげえな。そんなことある？まあいいや。
Okay, you got me. I'll confess. We were there. It was a dirty weekend. Simon was going to expense it, pretend it was a business trip. I used a made-up name. We stayed at the hotel, had room service, didn't leave the room, had a great view of the river, and you could hear the church bells. Like you said, it was very romantic.
会社の金使って、なんだ。そういう時を過ごしていたということですね。これあれか、着替えた後か、さっき水ぶっこうして。あら、これ、また真相パターンの、真相シリーズの服装してるね。さっきこっち見ますか。
It was supposed to be a secret. Just because Simon is dead doesn't mean I have to give up all his secrets. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to Simon. No one murdered my husband because he cheated his expenses for a romantic weekend in Oxford.
オックスフォードで、さっきの横領事件があったと。
When we weren't together, we'd send secret messages by tapping out a code that we'd learned from a book. The knock code. Something prisoners of war would use. We'd tap them out on radiator pipes or the attic floor. Dad thought we had mice, but they couldn't find any. Bought a cat anyway.
これは暗号を使ってやり取りしてたっていう話だったんだけど、なわけですけど、これなんて言ったらいいんだろうね。誰とやり取りしてたんだろう。サイモンとじゃないよね。だって普通にサイモンとはやり取りできるもんね。で、お父さんも気づかなかった。ご両親も気づいてなかったと。いやー、なんて言ったらいいんだろう。捕虜とかでいいのかな。でもこれしか見つかんないわ。うわー、わかんねー。暗号きたー、真相シリーズ暗号で検索しました。さっきの話の続きかな。
He had this little bell around his neck to stop him from killing birds in the garden. And we used to write each other notes and put them in the bell, and we could send them to each other. Mum found some of the notes once, and she thought I was just writing to myself because our handwriting was identical. And we had our own words for things, so she didn't quite understand them anyway.
筆跡が同じ？筆跡が同じですか？なんかこの辺が怪しい話な気がしてきたね、これね。